Hello guys, and welcome to our second episode now of Technical Tuesdays. And for those who are new to Technical Tuesdays, it's just one video every Tuesday of our market breakdown on the major pairs, just to give you guys an insight on how we trade and our bias for the week ahead. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the EURUSD monthly. Here, major resistance at 1.4. We broke off that resistance. We are currently trading above support at 1.35. Okay, so broke that down. Let's go down to the weekly. Right, on the weekly chart, we can see the ascending trend line from here up to here. Okay, so we've got two confluences as a support level here. We have been putting in the higher lows, one here, one here, one here, one here, and if we zoom in just a bit closer, we can see the last week's and the previous week before that are in fact technically a higher low to the previous, so we are in fact in a bull trend on the weekly and monthly charts. Okay, so let's go down to the daily. What I like to do, guys, is just break down the ranges just to give us a bit more clarity of the charts and dissect it, so it gives me more of a viewpoint on where we can be heading. So yesterday we closed quite bullish and we engulfed 1, 2, 3 previous days. We are in fact resting on this trend line now, and as you can see, we have put in the higher low from the last higher low on the weekly chart. Okay, so two scenarios for Euro. I'm just going to run over very quickly. A break of 1.3480, a break of this level and a close below this level would in fact invalidate the whole weekly trend, and then we should see some selling action down to the downside. Next targets may be around 1.33 and 1.32. But I think we may be heading back up, because as you can see here, May's high did in fact take out the previous high on this double top formation, so we are following the rules of an uptrend. Okay, so the other scenario for Euro here, we draw this trend line on. Okay, break it down a little bit more. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so zoom out a little bit. As you can see, we have been resting on this support level. Okay, so now we've had the moving average and Kijun crossover. Sometimes you just have to adjust your lines. There we go. Moving average and Kijun crossover, indicating that, you know, a warning sign for this trend line might be breaking to the upside now. So the scenario is really simple here. We could have a breakout, a retest, and then a continuation. Target 1.3670. If we break above that, we probably will indeed come back to revisit these highs at 1.4. Maybe even take out these highs, maybe 1.42. We do need to find a next target level, so let's just go here. Okay, so back to the weekly chart. If we do in fact take out the 1.4 level, I do think Euro could see some upside momentum, maybe to 1.4170. Okay, so I hope that helps. That's my Euro view. Let's just move over to the Euro Yen. Okay, so Euro Yen weekly chart. I've been watching this for quite a few months now. About 6 weeks ago, I called a sell trade just around 140. My target was 136. We haven't in fact reached 136 yet, as we are now resting on this cloud support right here. As you can see, support. And again, guys, we have been putting in the higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and in effect this is a higher low, unless we can come down and test this level, maybe give us a double bottom or so. Okay, so zooming into the daily. Posted on Twitter yesterday, you know, might see some downside back down to this daily. This was my initial target, the 136.30 or 136 zone. I do in fact think we are going to come down to this level. We broke through the 200 moving average, retested it, nearly got a crossover with the moving average and Kijun Sen, but failed, so back down to the downside. I do in fact think from 138.32 we will visit 136.36, so I do think we've got another 200 pips to the downside on Euro Yen. So again, let's just see if we can find any confluences for a exit. Okay, one. Okay, so have some confluence here with our descending channel. So yeah, Euro Yen, definitely I do think we'll see some weakness in the Euro Yen, some Yen strength which will drag this down another 200 pips or so. Okay, so GBPUSD, I posted this one yesterday as well. As you can see, you might recognise this chart for you guys who've been following us. GBPUSD, we were following this channel for quite some time. Hit the 200 MA, bullish engulfing, back up to the cloud. Then we had this shooting star just up here. We fell back down to support. This in fact was a higher low from the previous. Broke out of the channel. And for those guys who've been on the course, we know how the channels work and the trend lines work and so on, the entry and exit strategies. Okay, so we had the breakout, we had the first retest, we came for a second retest, we had a morning star formation just here, and now we are just breaking this secondary trend line, which we just added on for an extra confluence to support our long entry. And as you can see here on a daily, the moving average is about to cross over the Kijun Sen. So first target on GBPUSD. We are also seeing the cloud may cross back over just here, so that'll be an extra confirmation on a daily for our long bias. So next target 1.8280 or 1.83. If we do break that level, if we can just take the height of this range and add it on, it kind of confluences with the next level of resistance there. So if we do break the 1.83, I do in fact think we'll be seeing 1.87, 1.88. That's about 600-700 pips right there, so that's a great trade. Let's just go to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar monthly, we have some major resistance coming up shortly. Right here, support, previous resistance, broke the support, tested a resistance, and now we're coming up again to this resistance level. As you can see, the last 2 months we've had 2 spinning tops, so that's representing the indecision in the Aussie. So let's just go down to the weekly. Weekly again, we have just pierced the cloud. As you can see, we've had this bearish cloud which is acting as heavy resistance. Now we may see a crossover just around here. If so, that supports our long bias on this pair. And we have some support just here in line with the Kijun Sen also. Let's go down to the daily. So we just broke our range down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 attempts at 0.9200. We've come straight back off that level, 200 pips. And as you can see here, we also have the trend line breakout, retest and continuation. Aussie fell last night on RBA meetings minutes data, but I just think that's an excuse just for just a quick a pullback before the trend continuation continues. So I will in fact be watching Aussie for, this is the 4-hour chart. I'll be watching for a breakout, a retest, and then a continuation. First continuation target would be just up here, 0.9580, and then 0.9700. I do think Aussie has got the steam to come and revisit these levels, 0.9600. So that's my overall bullish target for Aussie. I'm going to see how that plays out. And then lastly, we got the GBPUSD. Okay, GBPUSD, as you can see on this monthly chart, we've got huge resistance that we haven't yet touched at 1.7350. As you can see, we've been in the uptrend since I think it was July last year. Okay, so we've stuck above our moving average, and price action, we're just squeezing. I do in fact think this monthly candle here will break out and touch this 1.73. So let's just go down to the weekly. Okay, again, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher low. I was short on GBPUSD as I seen this a few weeks ago. This was as I seen this shooting star, so that gave me the data and the information from the higher time frames in order for me to take that to the lower time frames to find the refined entry, and I did in fact get 150 pips off a sell trade, which I'll go through in a moment. But again, we did not have a clear break of the support, and we whipped back the previous weeks and we put in the higher low. And then last week's candle, very bullish. So again, it's just telling me that trend's about to continue. So we are kissing on this 1.7 level. We did in fact spike a little bit. I think yesterday we did make a higher high, so that's a new high of the year right now. As you can see, we had as you can see, we've been in this uptrend for quite some time. My analysis was kind of off because I was expecting that daily trend line. So we had the breakout. I thought this was the retest, and I was waiting for the continuation. But for me to enter short, it would have had to take out the new low, and it didn't. It carried on. So I had to reanalyze, and I did in fact find. Show you what I found. This channel. I found this channel. Okay, so it's obviously stuck within this channel. Upper channel boundaries are around 1.73, which confluence with our monthly resistance also. So GBP for me right now, not selling until we take out 1.767. As you can see, price today is pulled back down again. Let's just zoom in. Okay, so price again this morning had a little go at coming down. Too many buyers in the market. I'm just waiting for a clear break of this 1.7 here right now. So scenario on GBPUSD would be a breakout, a retest of 1.7, and then a continuation. Again, targets around 1.72 to 1.73. Okay, so I hope that helps on GBP. And the last one, I just want to run over the gold market real quick. Starting with gold on the weekly, as you can see, double bottom off yearly support. I think this was January 2014. This morning star formation, and yeah, we did in fact had bullish advancement all the way up to this cloud resistance. Then we had the bearish engulfing. We whipped it straight back down. As you can see, when that bearish engulfing occurred, we nearly had the cloud crossover, but it was rejected and came back down. So now we were just going sideways for quite some time, a number of weeks. Lots of indecision right here. Then we've had the moving average and Kijun crossover to the downside. So now let's just add some channels, because if we are in a downtrend, you know, it's a descending channel can always support us in terms of finding target confluences and so on. Okay, so now, okay, so we've got our two channels. Gold, I do in fact think it's going to come back down to these levels. If it breaks that level, let's just see if, okay, so maybe back down to these levels, you know, 1040 per ounce US dollars, if we do break 1180. So I'm going to be watching gold as well for a sell trade throughout the summer. Maybe a nice swing trade on gold. Stops above 1315. I'm holding it down to first target 1180. A break of 1180 may lead down to 1040, 1050. Okay guys, I hope that helps. For more information on our course and any of our materials, UK and internationally, please visit our website at www.astrofx.com. Shoot us an email, or if you're local, you can come in for a free consultation. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.